Hey guys, welcome to this session on Salesforce by Intellipaat. It is a well-known fact that Salesforce has been a huge hit in the CRM market. But what does that mean? What role does Salesforce play in today's businesses? Salesforce allows businesses to manage and track their customer information, from sales to marketing and even to customer support. Salesforce allows them to manage their prospects, the customers, and managing its leads as well. Considering all of this, we can easily say that Salesforce is the need of the hour and hence it's definitely worth learning. Now that being said, we welcome you to this particular video session on Salesforce so that you can get started and learn. Before we go ahead, do subscribe to Intellipaat's YouTube channel so you receive regular notifications on all our upcoming videos. Now let us go through the video's agenda. Firstly, we will go through what is Salesforce. Then what are the various Salesforce terminologies and what is a CRM. Then we will go through the various Salesforce user interface for both Classic as well as Lightning. Then we will learn what is Salesforce database, what are the objects in SFDC, and we will work with accounts, contacts and opportunities. Then we will discuss what is chatter and chatter settings, and then finally we will have a quiz to recap what we have learned in today's video. Don't forget to leave your answers in the comment section below to know if you're right. Also guys, if you're interested in full-fledged Salesforce training, do check out Intellipaat's Salesforce training course. The link to the course is in the description below. Now let's get the session started.
What is a Salesforce? It's a number one CRM system and says, okay, so it is a CRM. Apart from that, what it is?
Is it cloud-based? Is that part of the definition maybe?
It's a cloud-based development platform. Cloud-based development platform. Anybody? What is Salesforce? I'd like to hear from you all. Okay, no worries. Yes, it is cloud-based and it is having multi-tenant architecture. We'll discuss about all these. It's a development platform, so its development platform name is Force.com. So on which the entire Salesforce is working with. So let us explore one by one. So when we are talking about the CRM, that we are talking about the customer relationship management. So what is the meaning of the customer relationship management? Suppose if I'm talking about Samsung, which is producing the electronics equipments, and assume that Samsung is launching an LED TV. Okay, so in terms to do that, the first thing they need to do their marketing. In the marketing, they'll do the campaigns. So in the campaign might be that the New Year bonanza offer is going on, or the Independence Day, or Christmas, or anything. These kind of campaigns they are running. So we need to manage the campaigns. Manage the means how much investment we would be putting in the campaigns, and what would be the return of investment (ROI) of that campaigns. So that management will do. Now from the campaigns, what we are getting? Typically, we are getting the inquiries. So those inquiries are about the product. So now if someone is calling me, or I'm getting an email mentioning that Samsung is launching a new. So I am calling says Samsung, and might be I'm asking Samsung, sending an email or various ways. Let me know about the product. Now, when I'm asking, that's an inquiry. I want to know about the product. So from Salesforce terminology, we are calling it as a lead. From sales terminology, we are calling it as a lead. So when we are going with the marketing, so marketing, there would be campaigns. And from the campaigns, you would be getting the leads. Now you have the inquiries, the leads. Then after that, the cold calling happens. Maybe from the Samsung, someone will call me and then ask, hey Harish, you are interested in this product. What is your requirement? What you are looking for? Okay, and he would be sending me the brochure template, something about the TV, the comparison with the other LED TVs that he'll send me. Now, this is happening offline. Once this is done and the person is contacting me, after that, being a customer, my response. I would say that yes, I want to purchase the TV. Or I said that no, I'm not interested at all. These are the two things. So if I'm saying that I'm not interested at all, no worries. That time the lead get closed, okay, and the customer is not interested. But as soon as I'm saying that yes, I'm interested to purchase the TV, that's where the lead get converted into account, contact, and opportunity. So now when we are talking about this, so lead, earlier it was a lead, so it get converted into account. This is I'm talking from Salesforce terminology or sales terminology.
Just a quick info guys, if you're interested in this full-fledged Salesforce training, do check out Intellipaat Salesforce training. The link to the course is in the description below. Now let us continue with our session.
Account is nothing but my customer. So that customer might be an individual user. Like I'm contacting Salesforce, I'll buy one TV, or maybe a business, maybe my competitors, my partners. So I need to show their information. So that information we are capturing under account. Okay. Then now, suppose see, there is Microsoft. Microsoft is contacting Samsung, and then they are looking for say 5,000 LED TVs. So that's a business. Microsoft is a business. So it's the deal is between B2B, business to business deal. But is Microsoft is contacting? No. Somebody from the Microsoft is contacting Samsung. So who is the contact point? So whom should we contact or from whom we are getting the deal? That is opportunity. That is contact. And then we have the prospect business. The prospect business is known as opportunity. So this entire cycle, starting with getting the lead, doing the cold call, and then calling the customer, and then converting that into account, contact, and opportunity. This is the job of sales. So from Salesforce terminology, rather than calling only marketing or sales, they're calling it as Sales Cloud and Marketing Cloud. So Shravan says collaborative platform for connect customers, co-workers. Yes, this is providing a collaborative platform. Good, Shravan. It comes under SaaS. Yes, on sales. So Cloudways, SaaS. So Shravan is asking, isn't the
Hello.
life cycle hierarchy more likely leads, opportunity, account than contact? No. When we are converting the leads into, then opportunity won't come in first. Or in fact, the opportunity you may not create at all. Let me take another example. That the Samsung LED TV, the salesperson, is contacting me and asking Harish, are you interested to purchase that? And I'm saying that yes, I'm interested to purchase, but not right now. Right now it's month of August. So maybe in month of mid-September or October, I'll buy, but not right now. So what will you do as a salesperson? Now say I'm interested. Okay, I'm not denying it that I'll not buy. I have requirement, but I'm not going to buy right now. Then what would you do? See, being a sales rep, if you are keeping those inquiries open, then it would hit your KRA. Okay, no, you cannot do that. Then you have to close the lead, and based on the number of leads you are closing, your performance get assessed. So you cannot keep it. You can't tell everybody that okay, this person will buy the TV after 2 months, after 1 month. Okay, so then you'll close the lead. But if you're closing the lead, then you have to make these things. But you cannot create the opportunity. Why? Because of C. Harish says that he'll buy the TV after 2 months. Okay, and you are a salesperson. Again, your performance get assessed on basis of when you get an opportunity and how quickly you got the deal. So definitely Harish is not going to give you deal in 2 months. He'll give you deal after 2 months. There is no guarantee Harish will give you. Maybe, may not be, right? So till 2 months time period, your opportunity is open. That's again hitting your performance. So you cannot create an opportunity. You cannot open the lead because both is affecting you. Then what would you do? That time, in fact, I'll show you when I'll convert the leads that time will convert the lead into account and contact only, keeping that person's information with us. Okay, Shravan? Okay, Amit is asking what comes under Marketing Cloud. Under Marketing Cloud, we would be getting the campaigns and different products like email campaigns, the social marketing. Those things will fall under Marketing Cloud. Okay, Amit? So now I sold the product. So Samsung sold. After that, what? After that, Hari says some say feedback about the product. Harish Harish had some complaints about the product. Yeah, so Raghavendra is asking, do we get and have access for pass? Yes, we would be working on Force.com. So actually Salesforce is both. So it is both software as a service and platform as a service. Okay. Remember, it is not infrastructure as a service. Salesforce is not this. Okay. What are they? We will discuss in a short while after discussing what is CRM. As of now, we are discussing only the CRM. What is CRM? Yes,
Yeah.
Shravan.
So you mentioned that an opportunity is more like a prospect business where there could be a potential that the customer can convert into an account for us in the future. So my question is, would there be a scenario where...
Just a minute. I'm sorry to break you. Opportunity is not that where a customer in future we are converting. Opportunity is actually a process. Let me take example, say, just to explain what is opportunity. So I'm going to a Samsung store. I'm an individual customer going to a Samsung store and then asking that, okay, what is the price of a particular product? That's my first interaction. Asking the quotation, asking the price of that particular product. Then the Samsung or the store is giving me that. That's step number 2 or a process number 2. After that, I said that, hey, is there any offer, any deal on that? That's the negotiation stage. I say that out of 50,000 bucks, what if you are giving me say 5% discount or 10% discount? If you're ready to give me 10% discount, I'll buy it. Okay. This is the negotiation. Once the negotiation done, might be Samsung will say that no, I can't give you 10%. Rather, I can give you 7%, or he'll say that okay, I'll give you 10%. Okay, this is negotiation. Once the negotiation get over, after that, store will get the business or he'll not get the business. If he is agreeing on the 10%, and then I'm also okay, I'll give him the business. Or if he's saying that no, 10% is not possible, I can give you 7% and I'm denying it. No, I'll not go for 7%. I need 10% discount, otherwise I'll not buy the product at all. That's where the store will drop it. So this is a process that in technically we are calling it as sales process. So starting with the getting the quotation, then negotiation, then opportunity get closed won and opportunity closed lost, either of that. So that process is opportunity. So under that we have that process.
What I'm trying to understand is the way I've read the material so far, my understanding was a lead is more of a potential prospect. An opportunity is something, but it's a qualified lead. So by the time you hit
Yes.
the opportunity, you know that lead is qualified and there's a high probability that you can convert and close the business. Obviously, as you said, the status can be won the business, closed, and lost the business, closed, right? So that is what happens in an opportunity. Now, account
Yes.
is something where you have already converted that particular lead into the true dollar value. So now you're maintaining an account for that particular customer, and contact is someone who works for that account. So the way I thought this whole life cycle is that when a lead comes through, we take that lead and try to create an opportunity to see what the pipeline is, like throughout each stage of the opportunity process, because it's a qualified lead when you get to the opportunity. And from there, you will convert into an account and then a contact. But what you're saying is there could be a scenario where you could get a lead and you create an account and a contact for that lead, though that lead is not converted into the true business yet, and which is what is tracked in the opportunity. That's what you're saying?
Yes. Yes. So you're saying that once a lead get converted, a qualified lead, then immediately we are creating the opportunity, and then once the opportunity get we got the opportunity, then we are creating account and contact. But in Salesforce, this will not happen. In Salesforce, account, contact, and opportunities, all three get created at the same time. Yes, you have option whether to create opportunity or not during converting the lead or during qualifying the lead. That time. This is in Salesforce we have.
Okay.
Okay, just give me a moment. Let me explain you. Just a minute, because of there are some confusion. So let me show you here. Okay,
Just a quick info guys, if you're interested in this full-fledged Salesforce training, do check out Intellipaat Salesforce training. The link to the course is in the description below. Now let us continue with our session.
I'll show you the user interface later, but because of there is a query, so I'm jumping here quickly. And there are some queries on chat, so I look in a short while. So here, I'm going to say lead, account, contact, opportunity. So let me go to a lead. I'm going to say lead, this lead, box about that. Okay, what is this lead all about? This is the name, and then this is the status. It's working, contact it. So these are the process. We are calling it as a lead process. It's open lead, we are working, and then closed converted and closed not converted, as I discussed earlier. The Samsung is contacting me, and then I'm saying that no, I'm not interested to buy the TV at all. Then they'll choose it as closed not converted. Closed converted. So that's where the query is. So I'm canceling this, and then here we'll go with convert option. Okay, yes, here all the information about the account, contact, everything is available. Okay, so this is the company. And then this is the lead source, industry, annual revenue of the company, who is the person, all these are there. Then I'm converting this lead, okay? So I'm clicking on the convert option. Who would be the record owner? Account name, do you want to create a new account? Let it be. Opportunity, and here we have the do not create a new opportunity upon conversion. Converted status, definitely only one. You cannot choose other than this. It has to be this. Closed, converted. Okay, Shravan? So here we are creating the account, or maybe you are merging into an existing account. If it's so, you can choose here view, and then you can select an existing account, or you can create a new account and then the opportunity name. Let me go with opportunity name, say Salesforce training. This is task information, so I'm just choosing randomly something. Okay, we will discuss it again once again and then convert. So Shravan, now I believe you are getting it that we are not creating only opportunity first, but we are creating account and opportunity, and during the process you will get contact as well. Let me click on convert option, and here we would be getting the account, missing field, lead. Might be there are some fields, I made it mandatory. Missing field mapping, the lead details field. Okay, map. Just give me a moment. So here I'm going with this. And here, oops, for lead details field. Lead details field. Must have made it mandatory. Let me delete it. Because of it's a custom field.
See, can you try everything
Yes.
on lightning experience? Like I think since in exam we just need to be properly aware with the lightning part, right? I think classing is not much required.
Yes, we would be doing on both. If you want, I'll do on Lightning as well, not an issue.
No, like why I'm saying like because everywhere now lightning part is because we can more be accustomed with the interface of lightning part, right? Yes.
Sure, sure. So then we'll start a training with Lightning. So let me go to say account, and here, see here, an account gets created. Okay, and then here see Bertha Boxer, the contact gets created, and then here the Salesforce opportunity gets created. Okay, so now I hope it's clear. Any query now, Shravan? Then there are few on the chat. Let me take it. So we are so these parameters are standard under account, customer, business, competitor, partner, or is just an example. So these their information we are storing in accounts. Okay, Akshay. So when I'm creating an account over here, and then when I'm creating a new account, yes, a new account. So what information we are capturing over here? That is this. This is the type. So which type of account it is. And this is just a spec list. So for your organization, you can customize the spec list, and you can add or remove the account types based on your requirement. Okay, Akshay? Let's move forward. So here, after buying the product, I would be having, say, feedback. I would be having some complaints. Might be. I need some additional features. So say feature, I want to enable some features. So somewhere this in Salesforce, I need to store these all things which we're calling as a keys. So where we are storing all the information for this. So that's keys. Now, Do you remember when you're calling to a call center executive? So this is typically into the service cloud I'm talking about. So you're calling to a call center executive, and call center executive, after immediately picking up your call, is Harish. Hi Harish, good morning. It means the person knows who I am, number one. Number two, person also knows that which all cases I already registered, what's my company name, what's my details. Okay. If I gave some business, then what all are those business? Everything is aware about. Now, I'm saying that I'm having some issues regarding setting up the contrast in the LED TV. How I can do so? Now the person is saying that Harish, why not you're pressing this button, then go to this option, that option, and blah 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 things. Do you think the call center executive is a technical person for LED TV? The answer is no. He's not a technical person. Then how is getting or immediately giving me information that what I need to do? It means somewhere he is reading that. That is solution. So some few already known issues are already existing in the system, and he's simply going through with that. That step two, step one, two, three, four, five, six, and then back. If nothing is working it out, then he says that yes, now I'm registering a complaint for you, and then this is the complaint number you'll get via email, via SMS, through any medium. So that is solution. Now the problem with solution is, let me take a different example, not where I am a buyer of a product, rather than I'm taking services of a company. Suppose see, I'm investing in the equity market, share market. There, I'm hiring services from a company, and I'm asking that I want to invest in Microsoft. I want to see that what is the last 1 year or last 5 years the business of Microsoft. Is it okay? Should I go for to invest in Microsoft some few bucks? This is where now the call center executive cannot explain everything over phone. So he'll collect that information and then he'll share that information in PDF format with me. It means he's sharing a document. That is known as knowledge. So these are different object names we have in Salesforce. So this is cases, solutions, knowledge is known as service cloud. So remember, in solutions, you cannot share document. It's not possible. Whereas in knowledge, you can share documents, but you need additional license, the knowledge license. Whereas solution, you would be getting when you're buying license for service cloud. So this complete cycle, marketing cloud, sales cloud, and service cloud is known as a CRM, customer relationship management. Any query in what is a CRM and what all are the different terminology we are using in Salesforce? Like say we are using here case, we are using here opportunity, account, leads.
For the Sales Cloud, it is mainly related with the lead, and accounts are mainly related with the contacts and the opportunities. Is it that?
Yes, mainly lead, account, contact, opportunities.
All right.
Yeah. So go to Salesforce.com and go to products, license. Here you can do services cloud. You'll be getting what should let's see features related product pricing. This is what he will give you. Salesforce will give you. Everything you will be getting here, and this is the pricing. So this is lead, activity, opportunity, account. These are the major things. It's not that these are the only things, main part of it.
Okay.
This is sales right now, whatever you showed with, this is a part of the Salesforce CRM.
You're talking about this?
Yes.
Yes, it is an application. We're calling it as an application. So it is a part of
Okay.
the Salesforce CRM. When you buy Sales Cloud license, you need to purchase the license.
So,
okay, yes, we are getting it free. That's a different thing. But being an organization, you need to buy.
okay. Will it come? It comes under admin part of the Salesforce.
Yes, at present, whatever we are doing, that's everything is falling under admin part.
Okay. And one more thing, did you showed already how to create a lead and a campaign and everything?
No, no.
Okay, that is still okay.
So I have two questions. The first is, you are doing solutions. Is this related to like knowledge management, where they upload the PDF files? Is this
And
that?
that is you're talking about knowledge.
Okay, that
Knowledge.
is different.
Yes, that is knowledge.
Okay. And
Knowledge.
another question. Sorry.
Knowledge is altogether a different tool, a different object we have in Salesforce.
Okay.
This is for the knowledge settings. This is for knowledge. Yeah, this is how you would be getting. This is knowledge, how you are creating it. Let me search in the images if I can get something quickly. I'm not sure. No, I can't increase this. Okay, but somewhere something like this. So from here you can search in the document, in the blogs, you can search, and then you can attach.
Okay.
So something like this, you would be getting the interface.
Okay.
Just a quick info, guys. If you're interested in this full-fledged Salesforce training, do check out Intellipaat Salesforce training. The link to the course is in the description below. Now let us continue with our session.
Okay, then yes, this is cloud-based. So this is all about the CRM which we are talking about. This is software as a service. Yes, it's providing the software to us. And the software maintenance and everything is Java of Salesforce. We need not to do anything. So that's why it is software as a service. Platform as a service, where the platform, that is the force.com. So through on basis of that, you actually you can do the development. But Salesforce don't provide the infrastructure. Means you cannot ask Salesforce that, okay, please increase the processing capability of mine or the RAM of mine. You cannot ask Salesforce. So Salesforce is maintaining by itself internally everything. Then Salesforce also has the multi-tenant architecture. Multi-tenant architecture where we have one single centralized instance which is being shared by everybody. That is multi-tenant architecture. So Salesforce is using that. So internally, there would be one single instance which is running, and everybody is using that one single instance. Development platform is force.com. This force.com is built using Java. So when I say it's built using Java, this means if you know Java, then you'll get an upper hand learning force.com or the programming languages running on force.com. Why? Because of the syntaxes are pretty similar as Java. This does not mean that if I don't know Java, I cannot learn this at all. Simple example. Suppose see, let me go with say, I know something where if I'm writing if say a is greater than 10, then, and then I'm writing end if. Okay. But in Java, it is something like this. If C is greater than 10, and then here there will be curly braces. So if I know already this language, then I'm familiar because of in Salesforce, the way of put write if is like this, not like this. Only this much different. That's all. Okay. Community Cloud, where does it fit in Salesforce? Yes, I'll come to Shravan, Community Cloud.
I have a question. Could you please explain again SaaS, PaaS, and not IaaS?
SaaS is software as a service. Software as a service where we are getting the software readily available to us. So you need not to install anything at your place. Like say, if you are sharing a document to me over Gmail and I don't have Word, but still I can open and see the content because of the document is open in Google and the software is being provided by the Google. Okay, so that's software as a service. So here also when I'm coming up with this, so this is a software. The software is not installed on my local machine. Okay, this software is being provided to me. That is software as a service. Platform as a service. Now you can do the development activities, you can do the customization. So this entire software which we are looking at is working on some platform, some frameworks. Platform is like a framework, like say if I'm talking about .NET, then we have a .NET framework, and on top of .NET framework, we have different languages, like say ASP.NET, C#.NET. I hope you are aware of it. So those all languages are running on top of .NET framework. Same as here in Salesforce, we have languages like Apex. But where that Apex language is running? That's running on Fortran platform. And this has been provided by Salesforce. That's why we are calling it as a platform as a service. Now, when it comes to infrastructure as a service, so infrastructure as a service is nothing but I want to change work with say microprocessor, RAM. So I want to increase the microprocessor means my processing should be more faster or my RAM should be more faster. I want to add some more RAM like that. So that you cannot ask Salesforce to do for you. So Salesforce is taking care of it and it ensures that your or everyone's instances are running at its fastest speed. Okay. Okay. Then along with that, Salesforce is not over here. Salesforce is providing a lot more things apart from the CRM. It is providing a collaborative platform where in your organization, your customers, your employees can talk together, can discuss, they can do together. So it's providing a collaborative platform that we are calling as Chatter. So that's being provided to you. It's pretty similar as your social media, where you can follow someone, you can send something, okay, you can see what is the other persons are sharing. It's like that. So this is something, say, I want to share something, then here to share an update, say, welcome to Salesforce. I'm sharing with my followers and then share, and then someone will like it, comment it, share it, like that. So this is a collaborative tool. Now, just now we were talking about the customers. So if a customer want to log in and then he want to do the self-service, he want to get some softwares, might be say for Dell, if I'm taking example. So what is the suitable software for my laptop? So I'll go and connect to the customer portal. So here, rather than calling it as a customer portal, we are calling it as a community. So those communities, so that is the community cloud we are talking about. So that you would be getting here when you go to help.salesforce.com. That is the community. That will take us to that here. So this is answers. You will be getting here the answers. So you can ask the questions if you have any, and then someone will answer you. You will get the help. So this is the community. Events, collaboration, ideas, known issues. So all these things you will be getting. That is community portal or community cloud. So Salesforce also provides you this. Okay. What else apart from this Salesforce is providing? Salesforce is also providing you artificial intelligence, that Einstein. So that is, let me take an example. Say we are Rolls-Royce, elite car manufacturing company. They are launching a car, or maybe say Mercedes is launching a car. The car worth 5 million USD, or say 5 million INR. Let me take an example of say INR, Indian rupee. And if they are doing the campaign, who should be their target audience? They'll not throw the mail to everybody. They'll throw mail to the selected contacts, selected persons. So now I need to filter it out in the existing contact, existing my database, that who all are the eligible persons whom I'll target for this car campaign. So these kind of things you can do using the Einstein. It's also been provided. You'll also get data.com. Data.com is, do you heard about DNB? You know DNB? Yes, Dunstan Bradstreet. Perfect, Shravan. So this is private data seller who sell your data. So it is having basically account and contact information. These are mostly genuine information that DNB ensuring. So Salesforce has a tie-up with DNB, and then with that you are getting data.com advantage. Now you can search an account or a contact in DNB database, and then you can pull down into Salesforce directly. That is data.com. Again, for this unit license. Okay. Then App Exchange. That is for third-party apps. So all the third-party apps you would be getting under App Exchange. On which database Salesforce is running? Any idea, anybody? Salesforce database name.
Is it Oracle?
Oracle is down the layers, yes, but we'll not call it as Oracle. We are calling it as database.com. This is a proprietary database of Salesforce. But yes, because of the team of the founders, they came from Oracle. So down the layers, they are using Oracle.
Okay. I also hear news that they are trying to get away from Oracle and trying to actually go 100% their own, but maybe down the line, right? Is that something you hear or?
The database.com, that is their proprietary database which they are using. And this is the first cloud-enabled social database.
I have a question on App Exchange, quick one that you talked about. What I wanted to know, this App Exchange where the apps are available, they are only for people to buy or and then use as they are, or I'm understanding incorrectly? If you're going to go into this detail later, that's fine. Maybe my question is premature.
No worries at all. It's like that. You would be getting here the free and payable, both kind of applications. It's like same as your App Exchange, App Store or Play Store in the
On the
mobile
phone,
app.
right?
Same thing.
And
So payable
yeah, any of the apps, let's say they are available either free or even by purchasing it, are they, you have to use it as it is, or you can, once you have it, can you modify to fit your custom needs?
that depends upon which type of app is. If the app is allowing you to do so, then yes, otherwise no.
Okay, thank you.
So that you would be getting over here. Just I'm going quickly. App Exchange, and then let's see, are you getting here bottom right corner free? This is not free DocuSign for Salesforce, but Salesforce adoption dashboard is like that. Let us discuss about the user interface of Salesforce Lightning. So yesterday we were discussing about the user interfaces what Salesforce is having. So typically it is two, Lightning Experience and then Classic. So Classic, this is Salesforce initially started with, and even currently many of the organizations they are using this user interface. It's Classic. And Lightning, Salesforce around summer 2014 started working on the Lightning experience. So comparatively it is new, and slowly and slowly Salesforce moved most of the things implemented into Lightning experience. Still there are few which is not implemented in Lightning experience. So if you want to do that, then you have to go into Classic. So I should say that almost 90-95% things are implemented in Lightning experience. So there is still a transition phase. Lightning experience is not completely completed. So please keep in mind another thing. Yes, Lightning experience is the future. So Salesforce is keep on promoting more on Lightning experience. So what all are the new announcements Salesforce is doing? Yes, of course, it's doing on the Classic as well, but more you will get from Lightning experience side. Lightning experience, it is majorly using the different devices across devices. You will be getting the same user interface. So earlier we had a challenge with Salesforce when we were working with Classic that we have a particular user interface for browser for desktops, and if I'm going with a mobile app, then it would be a different user interface. So that's where the end users are facing challenges. Like say, I'm having a sales rep who is working in field and contacting to different personals and getting the leads. Now, it's difficult for him to cope up with both mobile as well as with the browser. So Salesforce comes up with Lightning experience, so same user interface with everyone across devices. So in the Lightning and in the Classic, when we go with, let me show you. So when you are starting with that, I hope everybody is having that developer account. If it is not, then please go to developer.salesforce.com and then you can get it from here. You can sign up, and then with that sign up, fill the form and you'll get it. So this is for developer edition, and this is lifetime free. and full featured. There is one more account you can create if you want, that is on the Salesforce.com. I would not recommend this, but yes, we have an option here as well. So you can go here and create an account here. That's going to Salesforce.com. This is for 30 days and limited period, limited functionalities you will be getting. And in this, you will be getting the enterprise edition. When you go to developer.salesforce.com, there you are getting the developer edition. Okay.
If I have a developer account, then obviously I can switch between Lightning and even Classic, right? I can use same account.
Yes. I show you how to switch. So this is top right corner. Go over here, and then here bottom you will be getting switch to Salesforce Classic. So you can jump to this, and then this will take you to the Classic. So as of now, I'm not going with the Salesforce Classic version. Currently, Summer 19 is going on. And then after that, the Winter 20 will come. Winter 20 will come in the month of October. So every fourth month, there would be a release. Please make a note from the release perspective. So 3 release per year. This is fixed. That is starting with winter, and then these are the 3 releases. So please expect every fourth month there would be a release. If you want to know when it is, then no worries, go here and then go to say trust.salesforce.com, the site. And if you are scrolling down, this is the system status. Let me go with this. So here you will be getting all the status of different Salesforce servers live. This is the live video. So let me go with the Salesforce status, not Heroku, data.com, here and here. So it is showing all the instances, Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, left hand side, all the products we are getting. So let me go with say all, and here I'm going with maintenance. So here it is showing what maintenance they are going to do. This is overall. I want to save a particular one, and so let me go with this. Which is my server? So if I'm looking at the address parts, I'm getting the AP15. That's Asia Pacific 15 server. So for you, you would be getting NA, Northern America. Which region you are? So let me go with this. I want to see the details about AP15. Then maintenance. Let me show you. So here, October 12, winter 20 will come. Then February 15, spring will come. Then June 13th, the summer will come. So Salesforce is pretty much sure, and in advance, at least see 1 year in advance, it's showing you that what is the release date. Then from here, from Classic, if you want to go back to Lightning, you can click here. This is you will be getting the Switch to Lightning experience. Click on this, and then this will take you to Lightning experience. Now, let us take a walkthrough with what is the user interface, what we are getting here. Before that, any queries? Anybody?
Where's the org's name on your UI right now? How do I know what org you are on? Is it only in the tab, or there is a display we can check which org are you running? Maybe you're running more than one?
No, that you will not get.
Okay.
Which you are running, so you can only check with the address bar.
It's only in the URL.
Yes. And what is the location? That this is also showing the location. That
Okay.
means if I'm having 2 orgs and both the orgs are on the same server, then I would be getting AP15. Then how Salesforce is internally working? It's a good query. Internally, Salesforce is creating the cookies, and it's working by using a cookie. So that cookie information, along with every request you are sending to a Salesforce server, those cookies will also go on, and in that cookie, all those information is stored. That's how Salesforce works. Okay.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
I have created an account. It's showing this URL. Is correct? I'm not in Lightning, but I'm in Sales side. I just selected the Sales also in the tab, but I could able to see that this is the URL I got. I
Yes.
don't have navigation to go to the switch to the Lightning experience button or icon in my window.
Yes, exactly. Because of you're already in Lightning, see in your URL, which you put on the chat window, it's already showing lightning.force.com.
Okay.
You're already on the Lightning, and might be that the user interface which you are getting, it's pretty similar as what I'm getting with you.
How can we switch from Lightning to the classics?
Yes, so just now I explain you, go to top right corner, it's showing the view profile, top right corner, Sister Salesforce Classic.
On the same question that you just explained. So if I have, let's say I do have two organizations that I'm working with. Let's say I have two. So the only way to switch is would be they open up in a different tab if I was logged on at the same time. Or
No,
I'm correcting.
no,
So you go ahead. I'm just not understanding that. How if I have extra organization that I will be able to switch back and forth.
then you have to go with a different browser, not with the same browser, because of when you go with a different tab, then internally browser is using the same cookie. When it's using the same cookie, then it's only for one user. It's not for more than one user. It's the concept of cookie. That's not the concept of Salesforce.
Okay. Okay, so the basic, so here's a difference. I have a little confusion here because I work with Microsoft CRM, and because of that, maybe the confusion. But they can have multiple organizations in the same browser. So that's where my confusion is. So that's why I was asking all these questions again. So in Salesforce, they are not having separate tabs, but they have to have another browser. And I'm getting this, and maybe I'm getting it wrong, that you're saying in Salesforce, as a company, or my organization generally should have or can have only one organization. That's why. So why is browser controlling your different organization? Browser is a product of another company, right? So that's where the confusion is. So in general, if I want to migrate some system from my non-cloud based infrastructure to a cloud-based infrastructure, I can only have under Salesforce one organization, or should, as a best practice, have one organization. That way is easier to manage, administer, and so on.
Generally,
Again,
for
my confusion. Yeah.
yes. So when you talk about the organization, this is what I am getting. So like say I am working for Microsoft. Microsoft is using Salesforce. Okay. So that Salesforce is one single organization.
Okay.
Okay. So in that, Microsoft is having 100,000 clients, customers. So their information we would be storing in accounts. Now, let me come to say there's another organization, say Guavas. Now, Guavas is being taken over by Microsoft. Okay, so we have Microsoft. It is using Salesforce. So it is one org, Salesforce org. Now there's another company. Let me take XYZ.
Okay.
It is also using Salesforce. Now, when you go with Microsoft or when you're logging with Microsoft, you would be getting all the account, contact, opportunities, everything with respect to Microsoft. Let's say you are a sales rep of Microsoft. If you are a sales rep of XYZ company, then you are logging into this org. So no relationship by default in these two orgs. Now, what if the Microsoft took over XYZ? Then in contact Salesforce and they will connect both orgs. So this is being done by Salesforce administration. Neither Microsoft, this org administrator who is having the control under Microsoft, or no,
XYZ.
this XYZ.
Okay.
So this is done by the Salesforce itself. So you need to contact the Salesforce support team for this.
And they will configure, and then Microsoft can start to use, and the employees on both the corporation just would have access properly defined, obviously after the merger, right? That's what you're trying to say. So, but it is still the job of Salesforce staff and their technical folks. We not worry about that, and that's
Yes.
probably just a contract-based relationship. Okay.
Yeah. So in that case, because of both are the connected orgs, so now you can move between these two orgs. That is possible. That's only in this scenario, not in the other scenario. Like say, let me take an example. I'm an auditor. So I'm having contact for say Microsoft audit their opportunities or their business, and I have also have a contact to audit the Intel. So definitely, in terms to audit Microsoft, I need an account. In terms to audit Intel, I need an account. So being an auditor, I would go to login.salesforce.com, and then I'm just writing see abcd@ms.com or abcd@intel.com.
Okay.
What I'm typing over there. So corresponding user or corresponding org, I will hit. Now I'm into the same browser like how I am. This is assumed that Microsoft. Being an auditor, I'm going with. Now I want to jump to Intel. I'm opening another tab, and here I'm going to say login.salesforce.com. And now if I'm typing some other one, let me go with this. Okay, some places that is. Let me go here, say accounts, and here I have ITC Limited. If I'm going over here, let me go to say accounts. Oops, I logged out. This is
Oh,
due to activity. And let me go with that.
maybe a different account.
Might be I typed incorrectly. Yeah. Let me go over here. This is showing all this. If I'm going to say this is recently viewed, and then if I'm refreshing over here, did you note that I jumped to Lightning? Earlier I was in Classic.
Right.
It's showing Farmer Code for data. Same one. I'm jumping to the tabs, but my actions were different, right? Now it is same. Let me show you here practically. So I'm going here. This is my personal settings. Okay. This is the username. I'm going to this as well. Personal settings. This is the username, but I logged in .14. I'm not getting it. Okay. It means if you even log in, the browser is internally using cookies. And
Okay.
for one browser, it would be the same cookie information which it is sending. So when you are logging from two different orgs, you cannot. That is not possible.
Okay.
So you have to go to a different browser.
Okay. Good. Yeah. No. Also, that the concept, I mean, from what my experience, the concept of org is different for them a little bit, at least for Microsoft. It's the way I understand it, because we are mostly doing technical work. Org relates to a certain kind of system, not the whole company itself. That's where the difference is. That's why I was saying in Microsoft, we are able to create two orgs, just switch back and forth without having to go to different browser or anything. And that, but only relates to a certain system. And that's how we migrated it from client server side. And that's where confusion was. So, okay, so different terminology, different way of working for cloud. We'll get it, or I'll
Yes.
get it soon enough. Thank you.
Okay. I'm seeing this on my URL. Beautiful folks, mysalesforce.com. This is the domain which you are in. So, Shravan, have you created any domain?
I mean, I don't know necessarily because I just went down the Trailblazer experience and been playing some scenarios, and this is what I see on my URL. But what I did is actually went and created another account. There I see NA112. Probably that's the same server what you're saying, AP15. But the only thing it shows on that account is that there's a limited subscription for 14 days, and after that, to upgrade my account.
Shravan, you have created the account going to salesforce.com. So when you go and create the account from salesforce.com, this is a 30-day account you would be getting by doing this perfect manner. So generally when you log in, this is the user interface which you will get. Here, when you are going with that, see, they're getting this. This is the logo of which release you are working with. So this logo is for this summer 19 logo. So currently, which is the latest release. Okay. Now, here, this logo will get changed when your organization is upgrading to or going for the newer release. Please make a note that when a Salesforce is releasing a new release, let me take example, say 12th October, Salesforce is going for winter 20. So before 1 month means 12 September, Salesforce will update all your sandboxes. Sandboxes are nothing but dummy environment, okay, where we do development, testing, etc. So that's not the production. So currently we are working with the production environment, which is live, and everybody is using it. So before 1 month, it will update that. Now you have 1 month time period that the new functionalities and implement them. Now within 1 month, within this period, you can ask Salesforce not to implement the newer release onto your org. You have that option. If it is so, then the other organizations or other orgs are working on winter 19, but your org is working on summer 19. That is possible. Or maybe your org is working on spring 19. Maybe your org is working on winter 19. Or maybe summer 18. It can be anything. So being an administrator, Salesforce administrator, you have that option.
Can you note that, please, also? This is more like a reference for later on, that you have the option to not upgrade at a certain time. You can ask them. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
sales admin or not.
Okay. And one more question, since you're talking about that. So I know that you're saying 3 times, right? They do a year. So
Yeah.
as an administrator, let's say I'm certified at, I have a certification now, and I've read, and even in the PPTs that you have mentioned, that an administrator, in order to keep current, you have to keep taking certification upgrade exams every few months as the new release come, or how does that work in relation to these releases?
Okay. So yes, so this is with respect to the certification. So certification, let me take example. Let's say you are giving the exam today. So today you are giving for summer 19 exam.
Right.
Whenever the winter 20 comes, so winter 20, the release date is say 20th October. After that few days is generally 20 days or 1 month. Later, you have to appear for maintenance exam.
Okay.
Now, in the maintenance exam, how many questions will come? That Salesforce will decide. It may be 5 questions, it may be 6 questions, 7 questions, 10 questions. Definitely not be 50 questions, 60 questions, 20 questions. I never saw 20 questions. Max to max 12 or like that I saw.
But that depends on the, I guess, delta, right? The difference between the two releases. Is that
Exactly, yes.
safe to say? That's why the less number of questions. Okay. Thank
Yes. So those questions would be only what new enhancement happened in that release. Only for that. They'll not ask that, okay, what is the database of Salesforce? They'll
Right.
not ask this question.
Right.
And in the maintenance exam, the clearing maintenance exam, you have to secure 80%.
Okay. Not
And
65.
Yes. It's an open book exam.
Oh, okay.
So you can go with Google, you can do anything, it's up to you.
And
So
it is
generally,
time-based also, I'm assuming, right?
yes,
Same way
yes,
the
yes,
original.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, the time is also vary.
Mm.
Maybe say 15 minutes to half an hour max.
Okay.
Like that. And this is for everyone. Everyone means we have say administrator. So that is we're talking about the base exam. So we have administrator and then we have
Developers.
So if you clear both administrator and developer, then you have to appear for both exams.
Separately. Okay.
Yes. And maybe you are having a certification for say admin and advanced admin. Then you need to maintain only your base. That is admin.
Oh.
You need to maintain the advanced admin. That automatically get maintained. Same here, developer. You need to simply maintain the developer.
Yeah, it generated another question. I'm sorry, just maybe it will benefit again other people too. But so this keep up to date the certification requirement is strictly a Salesforce requirement, right? Just so your knowledge and certification is there, but doesn't affect your access or anything. And maybe it's a silly question actually, but just a confusion that I have. So
Yes. What if, just a minute, Bill, here, what if I'm not completing this exam? I'm not maintaining this certificate
right,
for Winter 20. No problem. After Winter 20, Spring 20 will come. Okay. Now you have to give exam for Winter 20, then Spring 20. You still give a mess. Then Summer 20 will come.
right. The difference will be a lot, obviously. Okay.
Okay, so now you have to appear for winter 20, spring 20, and summer 20. Still you give a miss and you go for winter 21. Your certification expired. So you get 1 year time period.
Oh, I
Within
see.
1 year time period, you have to clear. This is mandatory. If you fail to do so, your certification get expired. Now, if you want to do again, then you have to go for product certification. Product certification, where they'll ask you 60 questions, and then 65% is the passing score, and then 200 USD is the charges.
Right, and
So
that's like original exam. Okay.
yes, it's like a new entry.
New entry, right? Okay. Thank you.
And one more thing here, the certification maintenance exam are also not free. Okay, so every third release maintenance exam, you have to pay 100 USD. It means in terms to many on 1 year 3 releases. So every year in terms to maintenance for certification, you have to pay 100 USD. This is how it is. This is for certification. Let us move to our user interface walkthrough. So this is what you would be getting here. Top side, this is we already discussed about the server address, and then here, this is known as a global search. So where you can search any word, any text into all the objects everywhere in Salesforce. So like say I'm searching for CA and have a look of see left hand side it's showing account. I'm getting 2 records, leads 3 records, contact 2 records. It's searching on all the objects. Somewhere I'm not getting anything. So it's searching the entire org. Now here I'm getting that which all are they. But please make a note that here when I'm going with the account name, I'm getting a Genie point. Hang on, I search for CA and I'm not getting anywhere CA. So the global search, it searches text in text field, text area. It searches in these fields only. That too, a word begin with. Remember, a word begin with. Let me show you. So I'm searching for CA. I'm going to check Gene point. See here, if I'm scrolling down where I'm having CA, it won't search on this phone number and these places. Here, this is a text area. I'm getting a CA. It's a part of billing address. Let me search for MO. I'm again researching MO. Okay, no account. Also, it should give me accounts as well. Yeah, account. It should
Maybe an
see.
account, nothing. Okay.
But it should give me MO is not at all the account. This is the word beginning with MO. So it's giving me.
Maybe there is no space before ammo there? Or no, there is. Mountain View. Okay.
VI. Let me try with VI.
This search case sensitive or it
No,
doesn't matter?
doesn't matter whichever case it is. This is surprising because of when I'm typing CA, I'm getting a point of the records over here, and then here I'm getting Genie point. This is where I'm having a word beginning with this. Okay, and if I'm searching for something else, let me go with say a view. Type of view, Genie point. So it's searching a word, the entire word. Here it is giving me MODI. Let me go with detail. Here all are empty. Nothing is there. Now it's giving me. That's the ideal behavior. that a word beginning with that, it will give you.
Is it possible that that's not a text field, or like you said, it was only text area it was searching?
Oh, yes, yes. See, view, when I'm trying with view, it's giving me Gini point. And that's a text area. Yes, see, this is a text area. I need to search out. This is surprising to me as well. Ideally, it never happened in this fashion, this way. Let me explain this. So this is the global search. So when you're searching over here, anything, let me go with, say, USA. It will search all the records of all different objects. Now, what if you have more number of records? Here you can see only 5 records, but the result may be more than one. No issues. Here, top right corner, you can go with view more, and you can see the remaining number of records. Let's say for this, there are total 8 results which we are getting. If you want to go with a specific one, okay, then you can make use of a wildcard character like star. That is possible. Enter, you would be getting. If you want to go with a specific object rather than the entire org, then you can choose here a specific object. Next, I'm going only with account, and then I'm entering yes star, and then entering it. So it's showing only for account, not for other objects. Now, after that, here, top left corner, you would be getting the app launchers. So when you click on the app launcher, this is the app launcher, where you could see all the applications in your organization that you see. Which app we are working with, that you would be getting next to that. So currently we are using Sales app. If you want to change, you can change from here. So what is the app? App is nothing but a user interface. Please make a note. App is a user interface. Okay, where different tab organized in different manners. That's all. Generally, when why I'm saying this, we have an app is independent, but in Salesforce, the applications are not independent. Let me explain it. So here I have a sales. I'm going with account. I'm going with recently viewed. So let's click on this, and then I'll let me go with all accounts. Say the first is for one. I'm changing the app from sales to service. Here also I'm getting account. You click on that. All accounts. See the same data, what I was getting earlier. So the account is available both in sales app and service app. So my data is same, independent. Rather, they are just a user interface where we have a different tab arrangement. I'm getting here home, chatter, accounts, contact cases, and like this. And then when I'm changing this to say a different tab, then I would be getting a different tabs or the same tab at different place, like this.
That's basically depending on, I guess, the default view or the security, and that's why you're able to see them. You could actually make them not appear, right? Is that correct assumption
Yes,
eventually?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So that's been done by administrator. And I want to say opportunity after say leads. Okay. So in my organization, everyone will get opportunity after home, but I'll get after leads. So this is personalizing navigation bar. You can do that. Now here, if I'm scrolling, if I'm moving here, see after that I'm getting more, and then there are few more tabs. So maybe if the tabs are more and then it's not fitting into your screen, it will fall under the more. Like say if I'm going with this, and then if I'm shrinking it, see, it increased. Okay. And another thing, here I have lead opportunities. Let me go to say a service app, and I'm not getting the opportunities. Okay. Why? Because of I'm into the service app. What if I want to work with opportunities? Then click on the app launcher, then scroll down. Maybe you can collapse it. Here below you will be getting all items, and then these are all the tabs which you are getting. Search for which tab you want. This tab may be a part of this app or may not be. Like opportunity is not a part of this service app, not an issue. Here I can launch from here. So this is opportunity, and then I can click, and then I can see all the opportunities, and I can work with them. See here, this is something. Okay. Now, what is the difference between this? See, here dashboard or like that, I'm not getting any cross, but here I'm getting the cross. So I can close them as well. Why? Because of it's not a part of this app. So this is app, and tabs are nothing but a user interface which it is providing you for an object. So these all are the tabs which we are having here. Tabs are available on navigation bar. So we are calling this complete one as a navigation bar. Some you would
Can we create the custom tabs here? The sales or services app or anywhere?
app or tab?
Tab. In the sales or services app, can we create the custom tabs?
Yes, we can create. So later we'll do. But when we create a tab, so tab are of different types. One is of web tab, where you can see a web page. One is an object tab, so where you are getting an object, like see these are the objects, account, contact. The third one is the Visual Post tab. So that's
Now,
through programming you will be getting.
now you made just to view the opportunities in the service app as a temporary or as per the session, right? If you want to make that to be as permanent in the service app, is there any option for us?
Yes, we can do so. So go over here, service, and then go with the customize. I'm not getting here. Ask admin to upgrade this app to Lightning experience so that you can personalize it. No, I can't personalize it because of the administrator didn't upgrade this application to Lightning experience. If it is so, let me take in the other way around. Here I'm having cases. Okay, let me go to say sales. Here I don't have cases because case belongs to service world. I'm going over here. Now here, are you getting add more item? Click on that. All items. These are all the items. Which one you want? You can choose that. Like see, this is course. It is a basically a custom tab. Courses. Add one new. Where you want? I want. Let it be say here. See, after home I want. Save. See after home I got courses. Is this you asking?
Yeah.
I think also that you may be asking maybe what the limit may be, the maximum, or there is none. I mean, of course, it's hard to manage if you have more tabs.
Definitely, yes. Like see here, it's increasing like anything. So generally we won't do it, but the maximum number of tabs for the current release is, I think it is 100. So 100 tabs you can create. Let me cross check this. Because of Salesforce is changing this on the version to version. And again, my suggestion, there is no need to hard remember this because of the limits that keep on changing with version to version. Summer 19 tab limit, total number of tabs. Let me check. Just a minute. Let me check over here on the setup. I need to jump to classic. No, this is the optimizer. Let me jump to classic and then setup. Then here, system overview. This is objects maximum. Here it is showing 400 objects, which I have limit. And then if I'm scrolling down below, am I getting somewhere tabs? Yeah, custom tabs, maximum 100. That was right. Okay. So these are the
Uh,
limitations. Here, see, you're getting maximum 100 tabs you can create, not more than that.
in the application, like you went to the setup in the classic setup, is there any way like we can see that we are in current which release of Salesforce we are using or we are currently in the application?
Okay. So number one, see the top left corner. You'll be getting the logo.
Okay.
This is number one. Number two, here go to say company information, and here you should be getting the developer edition. I doubt this is the free account, so you would be getting. No, in the free account you would not be getting this. Otherwise, you would be getting that which release you are working with. So here it is showing you are having the developer edition. This is your instance where you are. So for this, nothing other than this logo.
how to distinguish whether which instance like development or testing or production, which application we are in. Like it is only still looks like 19 release, and we are able to see this developer edition. How could we can distinguish whether it is a production or development or testing system?
Okay, so currently we are working with that is a production, so which is live. For development or for any other, that we are using sandboxes. So you can have a number of sandboxes. So those sandbox names, when you appear, you would be getting here top right corner. That name will come. So that suggests that in which sandbox you are in.
And also left side we have the two logos. One is the release logo and one is the company logo, like Salesforce. If we are going to implement the Salesforce for the one of the client, how to put that client logo at in the screen?
We have two things. Please keep a note that few applications are standard application, like sales application. It's a standard application, so you cannot change the logo for this. But for custom applications, when you are creating a term, you have option to change the logo. But remember, it's only for custom applications. It's not for standard application.
Do you have an example of that? Maybe is that some you have a custom app? Maybe quickly you can show. Maybe possibly. Thank you if you have it.
I didn't change it.
Right,
It is shrinking because I need to create. Let me do so. Let's create. I need to create a logo.
Oops. This is your custom app certification.
Yes.
Okay.
So here, say like this, and then here, Intellipaat, and then I'm saving this onto desktop. Say here, logo. Then once it is done, then I need to move to say documents. I need to upload this. Documents, yeah, here it is documents. And then in the public folder, I need to create a new. I already have this. Let me delete this, otherwise this will confuse us. I'm already using it. Oops. Okay, no worries. I'll give a different name. Logo. And this I'm putting into public folder so that I can use it. Externally available image. Please make this externally available image, so that it is available everywhere. Choose the file and then save. Yeah, I got it. Then I need to go to setup. I need to create the app. I'm changing this on a certification app. This is the certification app. So editing this. This is the logo. So inserting an image. It is taken from the public folder, logo, save, done. Got it. You change the logo. But if you're going to say sales app, which is a standard application, edit, I don't have option to change. Okay, so here it is mentioned as well. Okay.
So for standard app, we cannot change it. For the custom apps, we can create the custom logos, right?
Yes. Yes.
I just have one question. So while we were talking about tabs before, is it fair to say, and I have heard this or maybe watched somewhere in a learning session, that tabs deep down database level are like tables of database, or is that incorrect to say?
Basically, that's not tab. That's the object. Tab is just a user interface where you can enter the data, you can view the data, you can delete the data. That's why I'm saying it is a user interface for your object. So there is a difference between a tab and an object. I'll come on to that. What is the difference? So now this is clear that which app and then changing of this, all the things here say this is this. So these are our tabs and everything which we are getting over here. Now, next thing we see here, this is the home tab, which shows the dashboards. These are all the components, your events, your today's events, your tasks. You can check it out here. The today's tasks, your overdue tasks completed within last 7 days, all these things. You can check it out from here. Which recently records you view, you can see from here. And then this is with respect to the opportunities, your main deals. So this is the home tab. Later we'll change this as well, but as of now, because of we are taking a walkthrough of the user interface, so I'm not changing it. Let it be how it is. And let us come to our next thing here. say we have, I'm keep on talking about the object. So what all of you are viewing here, and since you know that Salesforce is developed using Java language, which is an object-oriented programming language. So we have object. What is an object? Object is data and functionalities. That's an object. So when I talk about data, so the data, for data we need the fields and its data. So if I could relate this with a table, let me go with Excel. So this is where I can put, say, the ID, then I'm putting VSC name, I'm putting VSC address, and then here there would be some data. So from database terminology, I'm calling this as a table. But from Salesforce terminology, I'm calling it as an object. So is object is only a table? Answer is no. Because of object contains data and functionalities both. What all are the functionalities? Like say we have different types of rules. Validation rule, workflow rules, all those rules, these are the functionalities. Okay, so here we have, because of Salesforce is majorly, primarily a CRM, so we have account, contract, opportunity. These are the objects. Where account is my master object or parent object. Contact is child object of account, and then opportunity is also child object of. What does this mean? I show you in user interface. So when I'm talking about account, account is nothing but my customer information, my partner information, my competitor information. Those informations I'm storing in account. Let me create an account first. So I'm going to the account tab, and I'm getting you two things. Either I can click on this or I can click on this. Here, if you want, you can create a new account. These are the recently viewed accounts which you can see here. Directly jump onto that, or these are the lists. So let me, rather than click on this, as of now, I'm jumping to the account, clicking on this. Let us discuss this. So top left corner here, you will be getting, this is the list view. Here, these are the lists. So this again, you can create based on your requirement. So I'm going with all account. I want to see all the accounts, not recently viewed accounts. 40 items sorted by account name, filtered by all accounts. So are you getting here? See, this is the up arrow, means this is sorted by account name, ascending and descending order. If you want to change this, say, by type, click on this. Now it's sorted by type, like that you can do. Okay, and these are the fields which you are doing here. Of course, you can customize these fields as well. Clicking on this, wrap text, click text. Let me go with wrap text. So if you have see bigger text, then text wrapping will happen. Otherwise, it would be moving. So that's for the bigger names. So currently, I don't have that. Then if you want to search something, say, I don't know that here we have GenPoint account or not. The list is a long list. It's difficult to, oops, it's difficult to know. So no worries, you can come here and then search for it. If it is there, you will get it. That's for the search. Now, let me create a new account. So I'm going with new. So that I can do from top left, right corner. And then this is the new account here. This is the star is for mandatory field. So let me take this, say, what to take here, say, Zenith. Parent account, who is the parent account? This we use when we have a global customer and then the region-wise customer of the same account. Like say, let me take example of say Zenith. So the Zenith has a US, a different customer, and then in Asia Pacific, a different customer. So at that time, I would be creating the Zenith as the parent, and then Zenith US, and then Zenith say India, Zenith China as a sister concern or the child account. That I use it. Yes, account concept. Account number, maybe you want to use for some internal account site type structure of account it is. So it is my customer, direct customer. So this defines what is its annual revenue. Then here phone number, it is a mandatory field, so I need to put something. And Here, let me write down something. Tax and blah, blah, blah things. Choose here, ownership and these one. And these all things are customizable. So currently we are getting, but for your organization, if you don't want, you can ignore them or you can remove them or you can add additional fields based on your requirement. So you need to fill all this information. So I'm not putting all the data and then I'm clicking on save. Website is mandatory. Now, so this is the user interface which I'm getting for the account. Here on top, this is the type of customer, phone, website, account owner, account site, industry, this one which we are here. And this is the page, the detail page which we are getting over here. And towards right side, I'm getting here, which all are its the child object. So child object is contact opportunities. There is cases also, which I ignored it because of we were working with the sales, but we have cases as well. So overall, if you look at, then you would be getting in this version, child of account. If you are only into the sales, then since there is no cases, so ignore that. So as of now, there is nothing. Now here, if you want to edit this record, you can go here in top right corner and then you can edit this. It's possible. Edit. This is I did a customization. Just give me a moment. I need to change this. Just a moment. This is I did some additions. So it's showing the different altogether. Just a minute. These things we will discuss later. That what all are these things? So again, see, did you notice I jumped to the classic? But I was working with Lightning only. That's what I said. Not everything is implemented in Lightning. So still there are few things which are there in classic. By showing me that edit is a standard page, and then let me check it out. Use Salesforce classic override, no override. You can't edit an activity, the page is Lightning get activation to deactivate it, or it's already active. No as by default. Now nothing's there. Sorry, it was some things I made, so it was disturbing what you were getting and what I'm getting. So now I'm also in the same place where you are. We all would be getting the same user interface and everything, so that it will not be any confusion to you. So this is how you will be getting the edit. Now, please remember that this is, when I'm looking at this is a different page layout and this is a different page layout. Like see, I may not be getting all the fields over here. This is known as a detail page where you can edit few fields by double clicking on this. Okay. And edit is which all are field editable, you would get that. That's the difference between edit page and the detail page. So typically the page layouts, you would be getting, say, edit page and then detail page. Edit page is only editable information. This is the complete detail information. So when you're going with the detail information, then along with this, you're also getting which are object related to your current record. So my current record is Janet. This is a customer. Who is the contact person for this? As of now, there is no one. So I can create a new contact under account in two ways. One, by clicking on this here, or I can go to contact and then I can. And what is difference between these two? I'll show you. So when I'm clicking on this new, then here, this is the new contact. See, the contact owner, are you getting the account name, phone number, auto-publish? Rest are not. But these account name and phone number automatically publish. If I'm going over here, contact, and then I'm creating new, top right corner, they're not published. So you have to now choose. See, search for account. This is the only difference. So here, let me create a new contact of, say, Rajat Sharma. This would be safe for Janet. Just showing here. So you can choose. Then you can fill the additional information, what it is asking. Title, department, birth date, report to, lead source, so from where you are getting that. Maybe say web, phone inquiry, like that. I'm selecting your web, and then phone number, home phone, mobile, other phones, fax, and blah, blah, blah things. And this again is customizable. Based on your organization requirements, you can add and remove fields. Then I'm clicking on save. So here it's showing the contact is created. This is the title, account name, and this is the account. Let me go to this account again. So I'm going to account. See, are you getting this? Contact, and this contact, why I'm getting, because of this is related with the account. And which kind of relationship this is? Parent-child relationship. It means one parent can have multiple childs, but a child can have only one single parent. So here, let me quickly create one more so that I can show you. Say here, let me go with say, happy, and then save. So I'm getting these two here. So let me mention here, say add parent object child records are visible in related list. We are calling this as the related list. This is a Salesforce term, related list. And on the child, this is the child record. How the parent is visible? Just as a search field. Let me edit this. This is a search field.
First on the contact, you were asked an account, sorry. Two questions. The account name is obviously looks like a unique name, right? There cannot be duplicate. And the other part of that was you were talking about the child relationship. Is there a grandchild two and two in these standard objects, or there's only child and parent relationship?
We have parent child. So child's child, again, we are calling it as parent child.
Okay.
We're not calling it grandparent.
Okay. And number three is
Okay.
I think you
I'm
answered basically, but
yes. The first question was that I answered on the second. So what was
yeah,
your first question?
that the account name is actually unique, right? That's
No,
cannot be.
no,
It's not.
no. It's
Okay.
not. It is not in Salesforce.
Okay.
I show you. So I'm creating a new account here by name Janet, and Salesforce will allow us. Okay, so here, let me go with this, and then website is www.xyz.com. Save. These required fields, each required field is
Type.
arranged. So awesome. Then it is unique in Salesforce. So every record in Salesforce, we have ID. That from the database terminology, they're calling it as a primary key. This is a unique. Now, what is the primary key? Did you notice here when I'm going to open this, this particular record? Okay, here, go to the address bar. I'm at account, and after account, I'm getting this.
Okay.
This is the ID. How can I know this? I simply copied this. I'm going to a different place. Now my address bar got changed. No worries. I'm removing everything until my main URL, and then I'm pasting that. It will take you to that record. So this is the ID of that. Generally, ID, because of its alphanumeric of 15 digits, so we don't display on the user interface. User interface is for end users, like suppose sales reps, for call center executives, or sales managers, for CEOs. So what they will do with that ID? ID is typically for developer use, for administrator use. That's why you'll not get here generally.
Once the IT gets generated in the code, as many how many times this can be used? I mean, which all way they can use this ID?
Which all ways? Sorry, I'm not getting what you mean by which all ways.
Which all place they can use this one? I mean, is there any specific for that, or I mean, when we are calling a function inside function, is there similar kind of things, or?
Yes. So whenever you want to approach to that particular record, so that particular record you can approach in multiple ways. Number one, currently what we are doing. This is known as user interface. Number two, through programming. Number three, we have tools which do in bulk or in individual the data import and export. So there also we use IDs. Maybe say you want to update this record from some CSV files, or maybe you fetch the data from Oracle, and then those data you want to push into Salesforce, or you want to update into Salesforce rather than creating new. So the data are already there in Salesforce, and you have the data in your local server, in Oracle or in SQL Server, and then you want to sync Salesforce with them. So that time we make use of ID.
Okay, thank you.
As far as the non-technical user looking at this, how will they differentiate which Zenith they are working with? That's why my original query was. For background developer, that's fine. There are IDs, obviously. So how would we differentiate, or the best practice should be that we should not have a same name account? Or if there are two companies, two people, or however you have it, should have it named different. So this way, from the get going, they are differentiated visually.
Generally, this doesn't happen. Why say, let me take in the other way around. We are sales representatives, and we have Zenith is a customer.
Okay.
So suppose see, you created this account in system, sales representative, and I also got opportunities from this account, from this customer. The best practice is whenever I'm creating a new account, first I should check the account is already should not be, and then I'll need to create an opportunity under that. Because of what I'm getting is the opportunity or contact. Or if I'm from service word, then a case. Okay. So the best practice is first check, is there any account is already available in the system? If it is so, then under that, what you want to create one.
Contact opportunity.
Whatever is that. Okay.
Yeah,
Another
good. Right.
Another one. What if a person does that? Now nobody has idea. When I say nobody has idea, means neither you have idea, nor I have idea that the Zenith is same or different, nor the managers have ideas, nor the administrators, Salesforce administrator has ideas.
Right.
That whether both are the same account or different account. That's where we run the reports. And in the report, when we are getting two accounts with the same name, then we need to ask the person who created that record later. How to get? Here we have created by date and time. If it is so, then we'll ask if it is different, and he says that no, it is different. Then we'll ask that, okay, please change the name.
Okay.
Something like this, so
Right.
that we can distinguish that. So that is the entire process.
That is real life, though. People do make mistakes, and these situations will happen. It's very hard to avoid. You're not working with one
Yes,
person, you're working with 1,000 people sometimes, and depending on the company size. So,
automated solutions available.
mm,
So This is administrator does, nothing with end user, administrator does.
Okay.
So administrator work with the setup option. That is his place. So we have here duplicate rule.
Okay.
So Salesforce will check for these rules, the matching rules, which field, which data to check before saving a new record. So here you can create a new rule. As of now, the rule is not checking for name. Okay. So create a new rule who is checking the account name, then work with.
Oh, okay. Good. Great.
Okay, so this
Thank
is
you.
possible. What is your next?
So the rule has to be set up prior to any kind of data moving in there. Let's say we are doing some kind of mass migration, and so we should set all these up first. Basically, it's like your own custom rule.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, just quick last question was, so on the contact, as we were looking at accounts or contact either way, some of those fields, are there any validation check on these, like a phone number or domain
Yes.
names, email
Yes.
address, or it will
Yes.
let you enter
Yes.
anything?
Yes, we have the validation rule. The validation rules are of two types, which is not in the URL format.
Right.
I say I'm writing like this. So that's nothing but against the data type I'm checking. This is a phone number, and phone number I'm writing something like this.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
this is first validation. We're calling it as system validation.
Mm-hmm.
The second one is you need to write down. That's that, okay, what should be the format, or if it is a numeric value, like say amount should be greater than zero, amount should be less than zero. What all are these things? This is about the contact. Let me come to the opportunity. So here I'm creating a new opportunity. Say here, this is the opportunity name, say Java training. What is the amount? What is the close date? So close date, this is from the sales terminology of sales word I'm talking. What is the, when you're entering into Salesforce, when you think you can get that deal? So today is 4th of August. So I think that by 31st of August, I'll get the deal. So that is, we are calling it as a closed deal. So by 31st of August, I'll close that. It's not hard line. You can push it further as well. It's nothing but an editable field. So you can edit it as well. You can push or you can prepone. Both are possible. Then remember earlier, the other day we were taking example of say the deal cracking. So we have different stages. We are calling it as a sales process. This is the process. Here the field name is stage. So what is the sales stage? So prospecting, qualification, need analysis, proposition, idea, decision maker, then prospective analysis, and then towards the end, either you're closed one or closed lost. And this list is again editable. So might be if this deal or this opportunity is for a B2C, I would go with asking for price, number one. Number two, negotiation, no review. Negotiation, closed one and closed lost. Only 4 fields, 4 entries are checklist entries. If it is a B2B, it can be even bigger or less smaller. Reviews, perception analysis, decision makers, these all are in B2B. Reviews can be more than one. There may be technical discussion. Okay. So at which stage your opportunity is. So this stage tells what is the probability of grabbing that deal. So as we are going, like say I'm doing need analysis, the getting this deal is 20%, like that. If I'm going with this, 60%. Okay. Why we are calling it as a process? Because of over a period of time, the sales rep will come here and he'll change the stages so that the system knows that at which place the opportunity is. Like say manager doesn't know about it, but what's going on with that opportunity. He'll come and he'll check that, okay, this is the probability. Now if it is say financially end, then all are the low hanging fruits. Why not to grab them first so that we can convert them easily? It means the opportunities whose probability is more than 80%. If you're focusing them more, then the chances are high that we can grab those businesses within that financial year. So those kind of reporting you can perform. What is the lead source? You can choose which is the lead source, and then campaign, which campaign it came. Because of, remember, we were discussing about the return of investment. So I have a campaign, I run the campaign, but On campaign, we don't have the return of investment, ROI. So that you need to put here. That this I got from when I run that campaign. As of now, there is no campaign. So this business, when it went with closed one, what is the amount? So let me write down amount is 99999 something. Then this amount we got from this campaign. So that becomes the ROI for that campaign. Okay. And like this, you can fill the additional information. And let me save this. So here, this is important, the stage. This is known as a process, sales process. So it's creating an opportunity and then it's created. See here. I'm looking at the accounts, Janet, and then in that I have this opportunity. Opportunity. Let me click on this. Now here, for opportunity, there is a difference in the user interface. I'm getting this line as well. This is for the stage or a sales process. We are calling this as sales path. This shows that currently where you are. So currently I'm at closed one. Let me change this to something else. Mark as current. So these you completed. Still you need to reach up to this. Okay. And then easily you need not to go to stage and then change that pick list. You can come here and then towards side click on mark as current stage. It will work. So this is the sales path. This is only for opportunity, not for account or contact, because we don't have that path over there.
Just a quick info guys, if you're interested in this full-fledged Salesforce training, do check out Intellipaat Salesforce training. The link to the course is in the description below. This brings us to the end of our session. I hope you found this video informative. If at all you have any queries, do let us know in our comment section below and we will reach out to you immediately. Thank you so much.